Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for braving this slightly warm weather today to share this exciting announcement with us. We've got some really esteemed guests, so thank you so much for taking the time to come through. My name is Vishal. I'm the PR officer for Orion Group. I'm going to kick it off by saying that Best Western Hotels, made up of over 4,100 different establishments throughout the world, is it makes them a heavyweight. So for us to actually join a company as major as they are is huge. Best Western Hotels came into the country. I mean, it's proof that the South African rand, as rickety as it may seem, lots of foreign interest still in our country, and I always say it's because of our pretty women. So big up to all the ladies up here today. We're going to cue a video, and straight after the video highlighting Best Western's new brand concepts, we're going to have Mr. Frans Gemeiner just giving a quick address and telling us more about the partnership. And yeah, thank you so much. If you guys would want to join me watching this short video.
It's been 69 years since our first logo. Familiar and recognized, it's evolved many times. It's time to evolve again. To achieve our business objectives and lead in today's global hospitality marketplace. A new logo that's more contemporary and relevant, signaling our vast improvements and broadening our appeal. A logo system to clearly differentiate our descriptors, inspiring in over 100 countries, from European castles to resorts in Asia and Latin America, welcoming in city centers, airports, and on highways across North America, and aligning the vast network of Best Western stakeholders. It was a long and thoughtful process, both a challenge and an opportunity. Thousands of solutions, and research from consumers, members, and our industry. We weighed the risk and clearly understood the reward. Best Western Hotels and Resorts. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us here on a hot Friday afternoon out in the sunshine and now down here. And I certainly enjoyed the presentation video. Best Western have been around for 70 years, starting in North America. They're now, as we heard, over 4,100 properties in over 100 countries. That makes them a formidable player in the international hotel scene. They have three main brands, being the Best Western Basic brand, the Best Western Plus for more upmarket, and Best Western Premier for the top end. Our properties fit into their portfolio very easily. It's an idea we've been playing with for quite a number of years to join an international franchise. So here comes Orion Hotels. We've been around for 17 years in the hotel space, 25 years in the property space. We got into the hotel space by accident. We love the business. We have a good team of people who work very hard, 24 hours a day to do this. We employ over 1,000 people all over Southern Africa. I've been very fortunate of having traveled most of the world. A particular memory comes to mind way back when in 1984, when I was a youngster, traveling on a Contiki type trip to South America, particularly Rio de Janeiro and also in Argentina. They had at the time hyperinflation, 600% hyperinflation. In Buenos Aires, there were two currencies running at the same time, an old peso and a new peso. They took 4 zeros off the old peso to give you one new peso. So a typical what creative taxi drivers do offered us a favorable exchange rate in the middle of the night. When we jumped off by the next corner to buy ourselves a beer, guess what? The bartender wouldn't take the money. He said, I can't give you beer with this rubbish. But the moral of the story is, despite extreme devaluation of their currencies, 600% is way beyond any grasp of any comprehension. Today, Buenos Aires is a more beautiful, better city than 30 years ago. Rio de Janeiro, we were at recently with the World Cup soccer, is a beautiful city, vibrant, lots of traffic, lots of going on, beautiful hotels on the beachfront. And yes, people did suffer, and there's still many poor people in Latin America, South America, but there are also people who make a lot of money. So in between all that, between the rich, between the poor, we have to find our way. And as far as Orion Hotels is concerned, we believe being a member of an international hotel chain, an international hotel franchise, will certainly give us the leg up. They will advise us what is best practice worldwide. We will learn a few things. We'll teach them a few things. So I think in some of the operations manuals that they have, we certainly can add a few notches. As an interesting example, one of the standards is that each bedroom must have a radio clock. Now, it's a standard, so we're going to have to purchase 800 radio clocks. In South Africa, we don't have a radio clock. On the other hand, a typical South African buffet breakfast far outstrips a typical North American breakfast, where they give you a pastry, lots of coffee, and if you're lucky, a boiled egg. So therefore, in South African breakfast, we can teach them a few things. In many South African hospitality beats certainly an unfriendly French waiter somewhere, and so forth and so forth. So it's a meeting of the mind. It's an establishment of a brand in South Africa. And interestingly, although we a mid-sized hotel chain with 13 hotels does not make us the biggest, with 800 bedrooms does not make us the biggest. But if you look at the big competitors in South Africa, for fear of any kind of recrimination, I won't mention their names, but you know who they are, the big hotel chains in South Africa. Interestingly, not one of them is an international chain if you look at the big numbers. Of course you have Holiday Inn, of course you have Sheraton, they have ones and twos. So once our conversion to Best Western is complete, Orion Hotels, interestingly, will be the biggest foreign hotel brand in South Africa. And this is it from myself. I thank you very much once again.
Thank you there, Mr. Gomaina. We're going to have Rudy van der Vyver, who's our National Sales Manager, to give a short chat and highlight the first rollout of Best Western South Africa. So please help me welcome Rudy.
Thanks, Michelle. It's not about large presentations and a lot of stuff today. It's really just about introducing our strategy and what we'd like to do, and of course Best Western. So as our CEO mentioned, Best Western has the three tiers basically. Our first two properties that will be moving over, Magubuskloof Hotel in Zanin and Hotel Promenade in Nelspruit, will be Best Western Core, and then Valmore Hotel Estate and Spa, where we are today, will be a Best Western Plus. Just quickly running through locations, Best Western, the core one then in Magubuskloof will be in Limpopo province, well it is currently in Limpopo province still. Picturesque, beautiful property, and we really feel that it works well with the Best Western brand. Just a few little sort of specifics there. 62 rooms, conferencing venues 3, and conference capacity of up to 200 people. So really speaks to, again, to the brand that we're tying into. Then Hotel Promenade is in the sort of exploding metropole of Nelspruit, very close to the Kruger National as well, about 40 odd Ks. So quite a nice property in terms of leisure business coming from abroad, but also a very big conferencing hotel at the moment with our current clients. As Frans mentioned, over 4,100 hotels in 100 countries. So we'll be proudly adding the first 3 now shortly into that stable, and then from there rolling out some of our other properties as well. That is from a very quick rundown on all the properties. Just in closing, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking out the time. If any of you would like to just take a bit of a tour of the property while you're here today, you're welcome to speak to any one of my sales team or any one of the team. They can direct you. You don't have to walk in the heat. We will organize a little golf cart to at least take a little bit of a drive. And then it's my distinct pleasure to officially welcome you to Best Western. Thank you.